3 a.m. the ceiling's looking back at me, tracing cracks that look like where we used to be. Your side of the bed is a desert of white. I'm just a ghost haunting my own life tonight. I checked my phone like I'm waiting for a sign, but you're 1,000 miles past the finish line. I'm overanalyzing every word you never said, living in the highlight reel stuck inside my head. How do I unlove a ghost? How do I let go of what I need the most? Now there's a hole where the gravity used to stay. I'm just drifting, watching us fade to gray. You're a song I can't sing, a debt I can't pay. Forever that ended on a Tuesday. Yeah, my heart didn't break, it just came apart like a cheap piece of glass, like a work of bad art. I saw your car, or at least I thought it was yours. My breath caught in my throat, I was closing the doors, but the driver was a stranger with a different smile, and I realized I haven't seen yours in a while. Funny how the city feels like a cemetery now, burying every I love you and every vow. They say that time is a healer, but time is a thief. It steals the memories and leaves all the grief. I'd rather it hurt than to feel nothing at all, because nothing means I finally let you fall. Now there's a hole where the gravity used to stay. I'm just drifting, watching us fade to gray. You're a song I can't sing, a debt I can't pay. Forever that ended on a Tuesday. Yeah, my heart didn't break, it just came apart like a cheap piece of glass, like a work of bad art. Just a work of bad art, framed in the dark, static and spark. Yeah, you left your mark. I'm walking through the hallway, hearing steps that aren't there. The silence in the kitchen is more than I can bear. I found your old voicemails, the ones I couldn't delete. Now I'm playing back the static, just to feel the heat of a ghost in the doorway, a shadow on the wall. I'm still waiting for a shadow that I never called. Every hand, every how you've been is a needle on the record spinning thin. I'm chasing vibrations in the empty air, reaching for a whisper that's no longer there. It's just the echoes of your voice in the dark, tearing every quiet little piece of me apart. A frequency I'm stuck on, a signal in the rain. The only thing that's left of us is the sound of the pain. Yeah, I'm screaming at the ceiling till my door is hoarse, but all I ever hear are the echoes of your voice. The neighbors think I'm crazy, talking to the paint, but the memory of your laughter is making me feel faint. It's bouncing off the windows, it's rattling the floor. I swear I heard you I stop listening? Does that mean you're gone? If I find the silence, can I move along with the quiet? Is a monster, the quiet is a cage, and your focus is the ink on every single page. It's just the echoes of your voice in the dark, tearing every quiet little piece of me apart. The frequency of second, a signal in the way. The everything that's left of us is the sound of that pain. Yeah, I'm screaming at the ceiling till night's too is worst, but all I ever hear are the echoes of your voice. Echoes, echo, echoes, it's a whisper in the hole. Echoes, I'm waiting for the echoes, 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 it's a whisper in the hole. Echoes, I'm waiting for the I reach across the mattress, over the cottons turn loose. Thousand miles of fabric, and I'm lying here alone. The thermostat in light is 70 degrees, but I'm bitter on the memories. The face where you were sleeping is a hollow frozen cave, just a monument of silence to the promises we gave. I'm wrapped in layers, but I can't find the sun, counting every second since the day that we were done. The windows in the pillowcase, the frost in the air. I'm looking for a heartbeat, but then none of them there. Cold sheets, cold heart, tearing me apart. Frozen in the wreckage, right back at the start. The ice is in the linen, and the shivers in my soul. Lost without the fire that used to keep me whole. Yeah, the morning's coming early, but the light is feeling blue. Underneath this cold sheet, still dying over you. Your scent is slowly fading, like a ghost into the wall. I'm trying to look you, but the silence is too tall. I used to love the quiet, now it's biting at my skin. A heavy silver armor where the warmth has never been. I pull the covers higher just to hide away the truth, that I'm losing all the embers of my spirit and of my youth. Maybe if I close my eyes, the fever will return. Maybe if I stop the frost, the memory will burn. But the fabric's made of iron and the pillow's made of lead. Just a lonely bitter winter in a king-sized empty bed. Cold sheets, cold heart, tearing me apart. Frozen in the wreckage, right back at the start. The ice is in the linen, and the shivers in my soul. Lost without the fire that used to keep me whole. Yeah, the morning's coming early, but the light is feeling blue. Underneath these cold sheets, still dying over you. So I'm staring at the corners where the sun used to hit. Now it's just a gray space where we used to sit. Your outlines on the carpet burned into the floor, like a map of a country that don't exist no more. I reach out my hand, but my fingers pass through the ghost of the person that I thought I knew. The sun goes down and the dark starts to creep into the secrets that I'm trying to keep. The walls are expanding, the ceiling is high, and all I can see is the ghost of a goodbye. Only shadows remain now, dancing on the wall. Only shadows remain now, watching as I fall. The light is a stranger, the heat is a lie, just the silhouette of us under a black ink sky. Yeah, I'm chasing the outlines, I'm chasing the ghost of the person I think that I love the most. The pictures in the frames are just ink and glass, watching the ghost of our memories pass. I try to turn the lamp on, try to find the spark, but the bulb's burned out and it's always dark. Even my own reflection is starting to fade, just another dark spot in the mess that we made. Fade to black, fade to gray, watching the colors all bleed away. If I'm made of shadows, then I can't feel the pain. If I'm made of darkness, then I won't feel the rain. Only shadows remain now, dancing on the wall. Only shadows remain now, watching as I fall. The light is a stranger, the heat is a lie, just the silhouette of us under a black ink sky. Yeah, I'm chasing the outlines, I'm chasing the ghost of the person I think that I love the most. Only shadows, merging with the night, merging with the night. Only shadows, turning out the light. Shadows, 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 and the shadows. I'm staring at the coffee, let it sit until it's cold, like every single promise that we never got to hold. The sugar didn't help it, the honey was a lie. Now I'm drinking down the venom of a long and slow goodbye. It's cold in my throat like a heavy silver chain, turning every memory into a drop of acid rain. I try to wash it out, I try to rinse the glass, but the flavor of the ending is the only thing that lasts. My tongue is tied in knots, my words are turning sour, counting down the minutes of this final lonely hour. It's a bitter taste of goodbye, burning on my lips, like a poison in the water, like a sinking of the ships. I thought we were sweet, I thought we were gold, but the stories turn rotten and the fire the bakery where we used to buy the bread. Now the scent of cinnamon just makes me wish I was dead. Everything I swallow feels like copper and like lead. Refusing to believe a single word you ever said. You left a trail of salt where the roses used to grow. Now there's nothing left but vinegar everywhere I go. Give me something sweet, give me something to forget. The sting of the tequila and the smoke of the regret. But the kitchen is empty and the pantry is bare, and the taste of your departure is the only thing that's there. It's the bitter taste of goodbye, burning on my lips, like a poison in the water, like a sinking of the ships. I thought we were sweet, I thought we would go, but the stories turn rotten and the fires turn cold. Yeah, it lingers in the air, it lingers in my mouth. The flavor of our love is headed strictly south. So bitter, like a pill I can't swallow. So bitter, and the morning is hollow. So bitter, so bitter, the taste of goodbye. Bought a bouquet just to brighten up the room, but even the roses can smell the coming doom. They're leaning to the left where you used to always stand, reaching for the warmth of a ghost missing hand. The water's turning cloudy, the leaves are turning brown. I'm watching every petal slowly falling to the ground. It's not just the garden that's forgetting how to grow, it's the rhythm in my chest is starting to go slow. The sunlight is a stranger, the rain is just a chore. I don't think I can bloom in this house anymore, 'cause flowers with or without you, ooh, ooh, they lose their vibrant hue. Ooh, ooh, they're dying in the shadow of the things we didn't do. Ooh, 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 my heart is just a garden where the weeds are taking over. Looking for the clover, looking for some cover. Everything is fading, everything is turning blue, even the flowers with or without you. The daisies on the table look as tired as my eyes, folding up their petals under heavy gray skies. I try to sing them songs, I try to give them light, but they only wanna shrivel in the middle of the night. Just like the way I'm curling, just like the way I hide. Since you took the summer and you left it all outside, maybe in the spring I'll find a way to start again. Maybe in the thought I'll find a way to lose the pain, but right now it's December in every single vein, and the only thing that's growing is the static in my brain. 'Cause flowers with or without you, ooh, ooh, they lose their vibrant hue. Ooh, ooh, they're dying in the shadow. Ooh, ooh, were the things we didn't do. Ooh, 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 my heart is just a garden where the weeds are taking over. Looking for the clover, looking for some cover. Yeah, everything is fading, everything is turning blue, even the flowers with or without you. Turn into dust, dried up and gone. Flowers wither, I'm barely holding on. Even the flowers wither. I'm picking up the hammer, I'm at the glass, watching all the years we built slowly come to pass. You painted every corner in a shade of perfect white, but now the paint is peeling and I'm not the love of the night. Ladrillo por ladrillo, everything we made is turning into rubble, watching the colors fade. It was supposed to be a castle, supposed to be a home, but I'm standing in the hallway, chilled to the bone. The ceiling's coming down, the foundation's turning weak, and I can't find the courage or the words I need to speak. I'm tearing down all walls, let the sky fall in. I'm tearing down all walls, where do I begin? This house was built on whispers, this house was built on lies. Now I'm breaking every window just to see the morning skies. Yeah, it's raining in the kitchen, it's snowing in the hall. I'm tearing down the structure, watching it all fall. I found a hidden doorway I didn't know was there. Behind it was the version of us that used to care. But the wood is rotting out and the hinges are rusted, just like every single promise that I ever trusted. I'm clearing out the debris, I'm clearing out the dust, turning all the silver back into a pile of rust. If I pull the final breath, will I finally be free? Or will I just be buried in the ghost of you and me? The dust is in my lungs and the grit is in my eyes, but I'd rather be in ruins than live within the lies. I'm tearing down all walls, let the sky fall in. I'm tearing down all walls, where do I begin? This house was built on whispers, this house was built on lies. Now I'm breaking every window just to see the morning skies. Yeah, it's raining in the kitchen, it's snowing in the hall. I'm tearing down the structure, watching it all fall. Brick by brick, let the light come through. No more walls, no more me and you. Let it fall, let it all fall down. Let it all fall down. The clouds are heavy, hanging low over the street. The pavement soaking up the rhythm of my feet. I'm standing by the corner where we said our last goodbye, watching all the gray wash over the July sky. The water's in my shoes, the water's in my eyes, but you can see the difference through the stormy blue sky. I'm opening my mouth, but nothing's coming out. Just a hollow kind of silence, just a ghost of a doubt. The thunder is the only thing that's making any sound, while I'm watching my reflection drowning on the ground. It's just silent screams in the rain, washing out the pain. Everything we built is going down the drain. You won't hear a word, you won't hear a sound, as I let the weight of us pull me to the ground. Yeah, the sky's crying with me, but it doesn't know my name. Yes, silent screams in the rain. Everything's the same. They say the rain is cleansing, they say it clears the air, but I can still smell your perfume everywhere. It's clinging to the sidewalk, it's clinging to the trees, dragging me back down onto my trembling knees. I'm screaming at the traffic, I'm screaming at the light, but the storm just swallows everything inside. Maybe if I stay here until the morning light, the water will erase the memory of of the fight, but the rain is getting colder and the wind is getting loud, and I'm just another shadow lost within the clouds. It's just silent screams in the rain, washing out the pain. Everything we built is going down the drain. You won't hear a word, you won't hear a sound, as I let the weight of us pull me to the ground. Yeah, the sky is crying with me, but it doesn't know my name. Silent screams in the rain. Everything's the silent screams. I'm drowning in the street. No one hears the rhythm of my defeat. I'm walking through the hallway of a house that isn't mine. Everything is dusty, everything is frozen in time. I found your old hoodie at the bottom of the drawer. Now I'm sleeping with a phantom on the cold wooden floor. I hear the floorboards creaking like you're coming up the stairs, but I turn out and find that there is nobody there. Is it just the wind, or is it just your ghost haunting the person who loved you the most? I'm living in a memory, I'm living in a blur, trying to remember exactly who we were. It's just a ghost story written in the dark, a cold hollow wind that's tearing me apart. You're a shadow in the corner, you're a whisper in the hall, watching as I stumble, watching as I fall. Yeah, our love is just a legend, a story that we tell about how we built a heaven and it turned into a hell. The mirrors are all foggy, I can't see my own face. I'm just another spirit trapped inside this empty space. I try to blow the candles out, but they stay lit, watching every second of our history bit by bit. You left your scent behind like a curse upon the air, and I'm the only one who knows that you were ever there. They say that time will heal it, they say the ghost will go, but they haven't seen the winter in the middle of our show. I'm chained to the attic, I'm chained to the grief, and your spectral love is the only thing that brings relief. It's just a ghost story written in the dark, a cold hollow wind and it's tearing me apart. You're a shadow in the corner, you're a whisper in the hall, watching as I stumble, watching as I fall. Yeah, our love is just a legend, a story that we tell about how we built a heaven and it turned into a hell. Just a ghost story, fading in the light. Just a ghost story, lost inside the night. Ghost, just a ghost, ghost. I cut a shape out of the letter you sent, filling the edges where the promises been. It looked so strong when the ink was still wet, but now it's just a pattern of deep regret. One little tear and the whole thing gives way. Watching the pieces just drifting away. It's too thin for the wind, too light for the rain. A fragile anatomy built out of pain. I thought it was iron, I thought it was stone, but I'm holding the scraps of it here all alone. Paper hearts always break, they always fold. They can't stand the heat, they can't stand the cold. A beautiful sketch that was never quite real. Nothing but hope where I used to feel. Yeah, you crumpled the pages and threw them aside. Now there's nowhere for a paper heart to hide. I'm trying to tape all the edges back down, but the glue's all dry and the white's turning brown. I drew a red line where the poles used to be, but it's just a drawing of you and of me. The scissors were sharp and the timing was wrong. I guess I was dreaming to think it was strong. Write me a message and tear it apart. That's the biology of a paper heart. No blood in the veins, just static and ink, falling much faster than you'd ever think. Paper hearts always break, they always fold. They can't stand the heat, they can't stand the cold. A beautiful sketch that was never quite real. Nothing but hope where I used to feel. Yeah, you crumpled the pages and threw them aside. Now there's nowhere for a paper heart to hide. Just paper turning to dust. Paper hearts numbing for scraps on the floor, nothing more. I'm standing by the shoreline, but the ocean's in my head. Thinking about the heavy things and all the words we said. The tide is coming in now, it's washing around my toes, but the sting inside my spirit is the only thing that grows. I'm breathing in the ozone, I'm breathing in the mist, searching for the ghost of the last time that we kissed. It's a different kind of current, it's a different kind of wave, burying the promises that we could never say. The horizon is a blur now, a smudge of gray and blue, and I'm just a lonely sailor who is still in love with you. So water on my cheeks, I haven't slept in weeks. The silence is a mountain with 100 frozen peaks. I'm drowning in the shadow, I'm sinking in the deep. The memories of us are the only things I keep. Yeah, the taste is in the air, the sting is in my eyes. Salt water on my cheeks under these heavy broken skies. I found a message in a bottle, but the glass was already cracked. A desperate little map of the things that we both lack. The ink is running down the page like tears upon the sand. I'm trying to find the logic, but I just don't understand how we went from summer heat to this bitter winter sea. Now the only thing that's left is just the ghost of you and me. Wash it all away, let the water take the lead. Let the sand cover up every word and every deed. But the salt is in my skin and the salt is in my bone, and it's hard to find the surface when you're sinking all alone. So water on my cheeks, I haven't slept in weeks. The silence is a mountain with 100 frozen peaks. I'm drowning Streetlights we flicker and dying one by one, like every single light we had before we were done. Now shadow is the only thing that's keeping me pace, tracing every hollow line across my tired face. The concrete is cold and the silence is wide. I'm looking for a place where a broken heart can hide. I hear my own footsteps, but they sound like yours, like ghost notes playing through the closing doors. The night is an ocean and I'm drifting away, wishing for a spark in this desert of gray. Walking alone in the dark, searching for a spark. Every heavy heartbeat is leaving a mark. No hand to hold, no light to see, just the empty space between you and me. Yeah, the stars are all blind and the moon is alive. Walking alone in the dark, watching us die. Where we carved our names, now it's just a graveyard for our old dead games. The wind is a whisper, a secret I can't keep, while the rest of the world is falling fast asleep. I'm the neon sign with the letters burnt out, treading in the waters of my own self-doubt. If I keep moving, will I reach the dawn, or am I just a ghost until the memory is gone? The darkness is heavy, the darkness is deep, and these are the promises I couldn't keep. Walking alone in the dark, searching for a spark. Every heavy heartbeat is leaving a mark. No hand to hold, no light to see, just the empty space between you and me. Yeah, the stars are all blind and the moon is alive. Walking alone in the dark, watching us die. Just walking alone. The screen goes blue against the white of the wall. I'm counting the rings, I'm waiting for the fall. It's 12:01, then it's 2:45. Just checking the signal to feel I'm alive. The dial tone is singing a song I don't know, a digital desert where nothing can grow. I know I should stop, I know I should sleep, but I'm in the ocean that's far too deep. My thumb's on the button, my heart's in my throat, just a message in a bottle that'll never float. Midnight calls unanswered now. Silence is the sound of a love that's lost its way and never will be found. I'm screaming at the voicemail, crying to the air, knowing that you're sleeping and you just don't care. Yeah, the battery is dying and the moon is looking down on the loneliest girl in this ghost of town. I imagine your phone on the nightstand near your head, lighting up the darkness, lighting up the bed. Do you see my name and just turn away, saving all your coldness for another day? I used to be the person that you'd always pick up for, now I'm just a vibration on the locked bedroom door. If I call one more time, will the answer change, or will the distance between us just feel more? The static is heavy, the static is loud. I'm lost in the signal, I'm lost in the cloud. Midnight calls unanswered now. Silence is the sound of a love that's lost its way and never will be found. I'm screaming at the voicemail, crying to the air, knowing that you're sleeping and you just don't care. Yeah, the battery is dying and the moon is looking down on the loneliest girl in this ghost of a town. Unanswered, no one on the line. The golden hours stretching, getting longer every day. But the warmth on my shoulders starting to bleed away. We used to be the bonfire, we used to be the heat. Now I'm just a shadow walking down a cooling street. The ice is in the pitcher, the fruit is turning soft. Watching every dream we had, just drifting up aloft. I'm pulling on a sweater, I'm looking for the light, but the days are getting shorter, giving in the night. The sand is in my pockets, a reminder of the shore, but the ocean doesn't sound like music anymore. Fading like summer sun, watching the season run out of the light and into the dark. Everything is done. We were 1,000 degrees, now we're a winter breeze, falling like the autumn leaves down upon our knees. Yeah, the glow is disappearing, the colors all are gone, fading like summer sun before the winter dawn. Yeah, the snapshots on my phone are looking overexposed, like a chapter in a book that's finally been closed. Your tan is getting lighter, your voice is getting thin. I don't know where you end and where the cold begins. We're packing up the towels, we're locking up the gate, realizing that the rescue is a little bit too late. If I could hold the sunset, if I could stop the clock, maybe we could find a way to navigate the shock. But the mercury is dropping and the birds are flying south, and the taste of the September is bitter in my mouth. Fading like summer sun, watching the season run out of the light and into the dark. Everything is done. We were 1,000 degrees, now we're a winter breeze, falling like the autumn leaves down upon our knees. Yeah, the glow is disappearing, the colors all are gone, fading like summer sun before the winter dawn. Summer's gone, the light is low, fading out, nowhere to go. One slip of the hand, one slip of the tongue. Everything we built when we were young is lying in pieces, shining in the light. A million tiny daggers in the middle of the night. I'm standing barefoot on the hardwood floor, afraid to move an inch toward the door. It used to be a window, it used to be a wine, a toast to the future when you were mine. Now it's just a hazard, now it's just a mess, a sharp edge of memory in a black silk dress. Broken glass on the floor, Leader too alone, they cover my hands like a soft cotton prison that understands. I haven't watched it since the day that you left. Now I'm living in a state of emotional theft. I can still smell the smoke in the cedar and the rain. The fabric is soaking up all of my pain. It's 3 sizes bigger than what I should wear, but it feels like a hug when you aren't there. I'm drowning in fleas, I'm drowning in gray, trying to keep all the coldness away. Still wearing your hoodie, still lit in the light. But if I just hold on, you won't say goodbye. It's the only thing left that still feels like home, while I'm sitting here crying and feeling alone. Yeah, I'm hiding inside of the threads and the seams. Still wearing your hoodie, still stuck in our dreams. I found a receipt in the pocket for 2, just a small paper ghost of the old me and you. I pull the strings tight till I can't see the light, burrowing deep in the middle of the night. My friends say to burn you, my mom says to throw, but they don't understand how it's so hard to let go. Maybe tomorrow I'll find something new, something that doesn't remind me of you. But the cotton is heavy and the cotton is kind. It's the only sanctuary I'm able to find. Still wearing your hoodie, still lit in the light. And if I just hold on, you won't say goodbye. It's the only thing left that still feels like home, while I'm sitting here crying and feeling alone. Yeah, I'm hiding inside all the threads and the seams. Still wearing your hoodie, still stuck in our dreams. Too much fabric, not enough you. Still wearing it. What can I do? Still wearing it, still wearing it, still wearing it. Still using days of peace. Just let me sleep. Still wearing it. Too much fabric. The air is thick, it's getting hard to breathe. I'm waiting for the moment you decide to leave. The horizon's gone, it's just a wall of gray, swallowing the pieces of our yesterday. There's a pressure in my chest, a weight up on the town. Everything we built is slowly pressing down. I'm looking for a window, I'm looking for a tear, but the atmosphere is heavy with the things I fear. The birds have stopped to sing and the wind has lost its way. Just the silence of a storm is here to stay. Heavy clouds, low sky, watching all the dreams go by. Underneath the ceiling where the lonely people cry. There's no room to move, there's no room to run. We're losing all the colors of the morning sun. Yeah, the ceiling's dropping lower with every breath I take. Heavy clouds, low sky is more than I can break. I try to light a candle, but the mist is far too down. I'm feeling like a ghost inside a broken lamp. The fog is in the kitchen, the fog is in our bed, living out the words that we should have never said. The world is getting smaller, shrinking to a point where the sorrow and the shadows start to double joint. Maybe if the rain falls, the pressure will release. Maybe in the downpour I'll find a little peace. But the clouds are holding steady, refusing to give in. Just a heavy silver armor underneath my skin. Heavy clouds, low sky, sky is more than I can break. So heavy, the sky is on the floor. Low sky can't take it anymore. I'm looking in the mirror, but the edges are all blurred. Searching for the person that I was before your word tore a hole right through the center, left a vacancy inside. A hollow kind of canyon where I used to try and hide. I'm checking all the pockets of my old favorite coat, looking for the parts of me you took inside your note. It's a puzzle with a picture that I no longer recognize. A landscape made of static and a dozen hollow lies. I'm reaching for the memories, but my fingers pass right through, like I'm disappearing slowly since I lost the half of you. Missing pieces of me, scattered on the floor. I don't know who I am or what I'm living for. You took the laughter and the light. You took the very best and left a heavy silence beating inside of my chest. Yeah, I'm trying to be whole. I'm trying to be free. But I'm just a collection of the missing pieces of me. The coffee's getting bitter and the house is far too quiet. My spirit's going hungry on this lonely kind of diet. I try to fill the spaces with the music and the wine, but nothing fits the pattern of the life that once was mine. I see the gaps in every song and every single street. A map of all the places where we never more will meet. Did you keep them in a box? Did you throw them in the sea? The parts of my own heartbeat that belong alone to me. I'm a skeletal remains of a girl I used to know, watching all my colors start to fade and start to go. Missing pieces of me, scattered on the floor. I don't know who I am or what I'm living for. You took the laughter and the light. You took the very best and left a heavy silence beating inside of my chest. Yeah, I'm trying to be whole. I'm trying to be free. But I'm just a collection of the missing pieces of me. Where did I go? Looking for the rest. Missing pieces, empty in my chest. Get it all. The sun is screaming down on the pavement stones, but there's a layer of ice deep inside my bones. Everyone's in linen, catching the summer breeze, while I'm wrapped in a sweater, shaking at the knees. The thermometers are rising, hitting 99, but I'm lost in a winter that's strictly mine. I'm standing in the light, but I'm turning blue. The world is on fire, but I'm missing you. There's a desert in the air, but a blizzard in my head, living in the ghost of everything we said. I'm shivering will defeat the gold. And now it's burning, but I'm turning into stone. It's a different kind of cold when you're standing all alone. Yeah, the summer is a lie that I can't quite beat. I'm just a broken heart shivering in the heat. Asphalt shimmering, a mirage of the past, a vision of a summer I thought was gonna last. The humidity is heavy, clinging to my skin, but it can't touch the vacuum that's open within. I watch the shadows lengthen, stretching out so thin, wondering where the warmth goes when the dark moves in. They say the sun heals everything, they say the light is kind, but they haven't seen the polar shift inside of my mind. One minute we were golden, burning bright and fast. Now I'm just a relic of a season that is past. I'm shivering in the heat, freezing on the street, trying to find a pulse in the rhythm of defeat. The golden hour's burning, but I'm turning into stone. It's a different kind of cold when you're standing all alone. Yeah, the summer is a lie that I can't quite beat. I'm just a broken heart shivering in the heat. Shivering in the heat. 99 degrees, still I freeze. Summer sun, nothing's won. So cold in the sun. 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 So cold. So cold in the sun. So cold in the sun. So cold in the sun. The credits roll across the empty room. The scent of you is still a faint perfume. We've played our parts, we've said every line, but I'm still reaching for a hand that isn't mine. The set is dark, the cameras have all gone, and I'm just a shadow waiting for the dawn. I didn't see the ending coming quite this fast. I thought the second act was built to last, but the script is torn, the ink is running dry underneath the heavy cinematic sky. It's the finale of our love, the curtain's coming down, the loneliest performance in this quiet town. No,